3.9 times 10 to the 26th power. This is the amount of energy emitted by the sun every second. The tiny fraction of that energy that reaches the planet over a minute is equivalent to the amount of electricity we produce as a planet in an entire year. Solar power is an indefinitely renewable resource. I'm dedicated to keeping up with technology and also studying astrophysics. Solar power is a permanent solution to a long-time problem. In an article by Maggie Baker in the Mental Floss magazine, she said that we could have space-based solar power by 2020. So first, let me shine some light on where solar power is technologically. Second, I'll brighten you on the effects of how solar power affects us today and possibly tomorrow, and then I'll flip the switch on the potential solar power could have on the future. First off, what is it? Solar power is light radiation absorbed from the sun and converted into electricity. Some people don't understand that light actually carries any energy at all. You've all experienced. Show of hand, who's had a sunburn? That's what you get for trying to be a battery. The heat is only a small fraction of what light carries as a part of energy. We're currently 4 times more efficient at converting solar power into electricity than we were in the 1970s. And we get better at it every day. From rooftops to fields, solar panels cover the entire globe. This is a solar power plant in Turkey. This power plant provides electricity to an entire region in Turkey for little to no cost at all. It containerizes energy in 1 megawatt cycles. The 2 largest plants in the entire world are 100 megawatt cycles. The most immediate effect solar power has is as a direct alternative to fossil fuel. Who here drives a car? So as you drive by gas stations and you see that gas prices are hiked once again, you cringe a little bit, just like I do. Hybrid and fully electronic vehicles are already available on the market and are charged partially or completely just by plugging in your car at home. If your home is powered by solar power, obviously then you're using solar energy to power your vehicle. That tiny cycle will power your car for the next 10 to 100 to 150 years. Gas will not be around that long. We're all aware of the dwindling supply of fossil fuels and natural resources. The sun has been around for 5 billion years, thus long proving its credibility for being reliable. More importantly, the sun's going to be around for another 5 billion years. Would you invest in an energy with a 5 billion year warranty? Currently, this brings me to my final point. The only obstacle that solar power currently possesses is clouds and the night sky. The sun's not out, we can't use it as electricity. So that brings us to the dark, cloudy, miserable places of the planet currently are kind of out of luck. Basically just Canada. Who here uses electricity on a daily basis? Right, so no cavemen, gotcha. Who here has been in a power outage? That's true. So, what if we could beam power directly to your place of residence or even to Canada? That brings me to my final point. We're currently, corporations around the planet are currently putting money into research to harness electricity from space by putting satellites into space with the sole purpose of harnessing electricity and emitting it to the surface. How this works is the satellites will be in view of the sun 24/7, thus not having dealing with the night sky, and also will then, using microwaves, transmit it to the surface, and then it will be contained and converted into electricity. This creates the potential that we can completely eliminate fossil fuels from our consumption diet. We could take a step toward being a completely solar-powered planet. We could bring electricity to parts of the planet that don't even know what electricity is. One of the largest potentials for this is by corporations putting satellites into space and thus further commercialize the space flight. By commercializing spaceflight, we're taking one step closer to being a spacefaring race, thus bringing us closer to inevitably colonizing the entire universe. In conclusion, we've seen how what solar power is capable of today, how it could change our standards of living tomorrow, and globally impact us the day after that. Solar power is a solution to a long-time problem. We're all dependent on electricity. Where would you like to get it for the next 5 billion